What better way to start off my Saturday morning than reading a comic based off a cartoon I used to watch Saturday mornings? Yes, today we are looking at DuckTales from Dynamite Entertainment. Hello, I am Mr. Beefy, and this is Saturday Morning Comics. DuckTales #1 from Dynamite Entertainment, released on November 6, 2024. We have really been enjoying Marvel's What If Donald Duck comics, and I have also enjoyed the Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime comic from Marvel. Is DuckTales #1 as fun as those? Well, let's take a quick look, and I'll give you my thoughts.
All right, and here we are for our closer look at DuckTales #1 from Dynamite Entertainment. First impressions of the comic overall. I enjoy the quality of Dynamite stuff. I like the cover. Dynamite is known for having a lot of variant covers. I just have the basic A cover, I believe. However, if you are interested in cardstock covers, all covers from Dynamite are cardstock. So I know DC has some variants that they put out that are $1 higher that are cardstock, but anything you get from Dynamite Entertainment is going to have that thicker cover. So overall, like the cover. And first impressions when I read the comic was I like the art. It's very cartoony looking, very much reminiscent, makes me feel like what I watched as a child. We start with a story of Huey, Dewey, and Louie helping Uncle Scrooge count money in his bank. The boys get tired and bored of counting Uncle Scrooge money, and so Scrooge says he's going to go ahead and take him home, and we get this nice little shot of Duckburg, and Uncle Scrooge down here gives us a little heads up that Duckburg was not here like this when he was a kid. Basically, he built Duckburg. So we spend about the first third of the comic with the boys being bored and wanting to hear stories from Uncle Scrooge about how he did it, how he got his wealth, how he built everything. And so it was a little slow. However, when we got to this part, when they get back to the manor, Uncle Scrooge shows them a mask and wants to tell them, and is going to tell them the story as to how he got it. And so this is the part that kind of really drew me in, was this part when he went to the story, because we go from this cartoony look to this look. And I hope this comes across well on video, but when we get to this point of him telling his story to the boys, it has this older look to it, like what I would think of an older comic. It has this cool little hatching type stuff that's going on. I hope it really comes across in the video, because I really like what they're doing with Uncle Scrooge telling these stories. So it starts like it's a completely separate story, and it's very simplistic, but that's okay. That's why it reminds me of the Funnies. And so yeah, it ends, with a little silly joke and the end. So this is the story as to how Uncle Scrooge got that mask that he showed the boys. Then, after that short story, we hop back to the present, and it's back to the same art style, cartoony art style. But throughout the book, there's a couple other stories, and I'll flip quickly here, that shows that anytime that Uncle Scrooge is telling these stories, it goes into this older looking format, which I really enjoy.
And so here we come to the end of the issue, where Huey, Dewey, and Louie want more adventure. And what was foreshadowed at the beginning with Uncle Scrooge saying Duckburg wasn't here when he was younger is then laid out in front of them, saying the adventure is all right here in front of the map of Duckburg. So that's what we have to look forward in the upcoming issues. I also like how at the bottom of the comic they kind of had this tune in next week type ad. So that was my quick run through of DuckTales #1 with you. Is it better than the Marvel comics that have been recently come out? As a one-shot, I don't think so. However, I do like the way that this is going to be exploring Duckburg. I like the way that it looks like it's going to incorporate the old stories. So we're going to get some new stories in the present, and looks like we're going to get some old stories in the past. Either way, this is a great comic to read with your kid. It's all ages, and I highly recommend it, and I look forward to the next issue that comes out. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, like, subscribe, and share. And as always, go grab a comic and have a great rest of your day.